Alright folks, welcome to another AmuLIT's stream. We continue testing for the Modern Showcase that's going to be taking place this Saturday morning. And I wanted to continue messing around with this through the reach idea. I really like the fact that it does help to beat a couple of the deck's main weaknesses right now. So I'm going to do a little bit more testing with a list similar to this. I made a couple of changes from the original list. I think I cut a fetch land. I was finding myself just running out of fetchables fairly easily, so I cut the third fetch land for a Grove of the Burn Willows. Not many Death Shadows right now, but like I just wanted a green-red land as opposed to just something like a basic forest. Maybe it should be just a basic forest, I don't know yet, but I wanted to try that out. And besides that, everything else should be pretty much the same. I made a couple of changes from Kindness list. I added an Endurance and an Obstinate Baloth instead of the trackers. But besides that, everything else is pretty much the same. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you for round number 1. Welcome to round number 1 with Bridge AmuLIT. Yeah, this hand doesn't do it. This hand is kind of hot. This hand is kind of hot. I'll take it. Versus que se les banquilla a los Grazer contra cualquier cosa agresiva. Prowess. Todas esas porquerías. Viper with the Prime sub. Welcome back for the 8th month. I need to find a list for Sunday, not sure about it, just plain AmuLIT, Karn or Breach. I mean, depends on your meta. The online meta has been very aggressive towards AmuLIT, like there's like a bunch of main deck Blood Moons decks running around, even Prowess is playing Blood Moons. So having access to a plan that gets around that is pretty exciting to me. Opponent's probably going to be playing the Footfalls deck. Not a great matchup for us. Maybe we can luck suck and find an AmuLIT off the top. That would help. Maybe my opponent thinks we're Tron and they force this. That would also be great. It's a private meta. I'm not sure what to expect. Yeah, I mean that's the problem. If what you want to do is you want to maximize your win rate, you want to, if you don't have an idea of, nice, if you don't have an idea of what the meta is going to look like, then you may want to just play like a more vanilla version of the deck. In which case, I would probably recommend the Abundant Harvest one. My opponent has taken 2 whole minutes to play Gemstone Caverns and to exile a card to Force of Negation. Which is impressive, to be honest. Ugh. We have to do this. We gotta pass here. No Shardless. Kashi Collins, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the 100 Stronghold. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So now we do get to play Dryad. And a Radiant Fountain. We're probably going to be facing some Rhinos here. What's up, house? Nice pyramid, clean. And my opponent's going to need to have something for this prime time. Spotacles, thank you for the follow. I mean, I can't really play around stuff, so... I mean, I guess it's free to explore. Maybe that baits something, like a subtlety or whatever. And I lose to subtlety, so unfortunately, I think... I want to make all of my land drops. Then I'm going to play a Susa. And I want to do this now to play around Bone Crusher. And yeah, if OP does have the subtlety, then we are gonna be pretty fucked. So just gonna yam here. Just gonna yam. It's a subtlety. So we're gonna take 4 plus 3, that's 11. So we're just dead to the subtlety. Oh, Cryptic Command. Yeah, that also kills me. That also kills me. Because I just die on my upkeep. Explosives seem good. That's really about it. Nothing else in my sideboard really matters. Yeah, nothing else really matters. So I think I'd rather play around Moon, that I'd rather have more red sources. So I'm gonna cut the Grove and cut 1 Explore. Sure, keep this hand. Love the Cavern. Yama got banned from Twitch. I saw him streaming earlier today. Why did he get banned? Oh, literally just happened? Wow, that's crazy. Is it because of playing music that he's not legally allowed to play? I told him. What's up, Simek? Force my Explorer. We'll take it. We'll certainly take it. Mitchell, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Coming back for 10 months. Appreciate the support. How's this deck been feeling? It's been feeling okay. I've been liking it enough to potentially play it at the showcase. Yeah, man, him with awesome streamers stop playing music. I can watch streamers. I mean, it's literally illegal. I don't understand why they keep doing it. Like, it honestly just blows my mind. Like, you're literally doing something that it's illegal. And then you get upset when you get banned from Twitch. I mean, it's only obvious for you to get banned from Twitch. Like, it just has to happen. Like, they have to ban you. Yeah, I might get bobbed by DMC. I don't know. Apparently. Apparently he did, but like, what did you expect, right? Like, there are rules, and you said okay to those rules, right? You said okay to those rules when you read the TOS from Twitch. Like, you know what those rules are. Like, if you get banned because you're just, you know, fucking with those rules, I mean, I really don't know what to tell you. And Reclaimer streams in the near future? Probably. I mean, not this week because I'm testing stuff for the showcase, but maybe next week. Don't jump to any conclusions. No, for sure. And I mean, it's Yama, you know, like, everybody loves Yama. Yama's great, but like, I remember him like talking about this, and like, he asked me about it too. But like, he didn't ask me about it. He just like, I think he was saying stuff on just online, on Twitter or whatever, and we were arguing about like, yeah, it's a bullshit rule, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, you may not like it, but like, as a musician, I can tell you that it fucking sucks when other people play your music and you should be getting royalties and you're not getting them. Like, it really sucks when people do that. So yes, Stream Decker does not like Battlements for whatever reason. Okay, so this is looking good. Opponent, no cards in hand. I'm gonna be trading with this Bone Crusher. Then I'm gonna be cracking these explosives, or just Laminate Titan, depending on how I feel. Oh, please step out. It's not lethal. Sorry. Yeah, we're playing against the Rhino deck. Temur Rhinos. Opponent cannot have subtlety, so we only lose to Aether Gust. They don't have Cryptic Mana either. I'm trying to think whether I'd rather play Crumbling Vestige or I'd rather play Simic Growth Chamber. Vestige puts more lands in play. I can't set up lethal unless I pact again, which then leaves me dead to Fire and Ice. So I don't think that's something that I'm interested in doing. So I'm gonna do this because that gives me another green source. So we can't lethal them unless we go for it. Which I guess I technically could go for it. But now they can't have Remand. They can have Dispute though. Now this is fine. This is fine. So we're just gonna get Radiant Fountain and I guess Saga? I could also just get a green source. Yeah, Radiant Fountain plus green source is fine. This means that I don't die through Cryptic. My opponent needs to beat my own board Titan. They're gonna have a Brazen Borrower. That's not lethal. I guess we would die to an answer to Construct. So maybe it's better. No, but if I YOLO get Dryad. If I YOLO get Dryad, my opponent can dispute it. I'm not playing around Remand. I'm playing around another Brazen Borrower. I'm playing around Fire and Ice. I'm playing around Cryptic Command. Hello, Battleman is so much easier for my smooth. I mean, Battleman's lost me this game, right? It would be a lot easier for me to win here. But because I have Battlements instead of Boros Garrison, I am forced into playing into either Force or Negation, or I guess not Force or Negation, but like Mystical Dispute. Like all of those cards that should be dead, I have to play into them if I want to set up a lethal attack here, a lethal turn here. Which puts me in a really awkward spot. 3 mana Cryptic. No, my opponent untapping and bouncing my green source kills me to my own pact. That's what I'm playing around. You guys are thinking about this turn. I'm thinking about the next turn. And this turn. I'm thinking about this turn and the next turn. Yeah, I think I have to try it. So now I die to Cryptic Command. But I think I had to do it, because I guess I was dead to Cryptic Command anyway, because they just bounced my Construct and swing with both dudes. So I was dead to Cryptic anyway. So I couldn't beat Cryptic. That we can beat. Why is Helium not as good of a deck in Modern anymore? Because Prowess just sheds on it. That's the main reason. So this forces the bounce spell here. If my opponent has one. And now we play another Dryad. And then we lethal them. Through a bounce spell. I guess this is it. No, I keep in this hand. I kind of want to keep it. I have to be honest. I really want to keep it. Let's keep it. For the memes. Yeah, I'm gonna be casting some Enduring Ideals tomorrow. It should be interesting. This deck misses Simeon. I mean, mine or my opponent's? I don't like where this is going, chat. Can we find a bounce land here? Bounce land. I'll take it. Bounce land. God fucking damn it. Now we lose. This is a great sample hand right here. "28 cards were revealed. They should not have this card in their deck. There are really very few instances where I would use the word hate. Missing land drops certainly qualifies as something that I truly, deeply hate. Hence why I play 32 land decks. Hence why I play 32 land decks. But even my 32 land decks sometimes just want to troll me. If this gets countered, then we just lose, because I have to fetch to hit my land drops. Yeah. Damn it, man. For real. See you for the next round. Alright, round number 2 is here. What do we got here? Can we hardcast this Emrakul? Probably not. Am I still keeping this? I mean, this... I guess this hand doesn't suck. Like, we have a Saga, which can find us our thingy. I think I'm gonna go turn 1 Forest, turn 2 Saga Explore. So, turn 1 Amulet. When it moves to 6. Yama got C3 the MCA strikes. Yeah, I mean, I'll take 1. Just make a token here, right? Don't even play this this Explorer. Just make a token and kill them next turn with an uncounterable Titan. That's nice. I can talk English and Spanish fluently. Yeah. Actually, Spanish is my my mother tongue. Even with that, it doesn't matter. Just float a mana here. Go get Amulet. Play this thing. The only bad thing is that, well, I mean, we have battlements, that's the only thing. It's pretty sad. We thought it was Portuguese. I do speak a little bit of Portuguese, so you may have actually heard me talk Portuguese on the stream. So we definitely want to bounce land. And maybe a Saga? No, let's just do bounce land T West. Nice, clean. I guess I'm gonna bounce the T West, even though it's kind of awkward. Like, I wish I could bounce the Vesuva, but I feel like I have to bounce the T West because my opponent can otherwise just field it. There we go. Found another bounce land, so we should be fine here. Moorland Hunt. Made another Argentinian born streamer last night. More the too late. You're from Argentina. I am from Argentina. I don't know them actually. That's all my basics. So I drew 2 of them. So Path to Exile is gonna be real fucking good here. They've been in chat before. Yeah, but I don't remember them streaming. Mordeka 1 Serenum TGO. Okay, good to know. That's cool. Is there no room to make for Stronghold but no Sanhua, or are they just so necessary together? I mean, the thing is that guess I do this. This prevents my opponent from being able to blink this. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Sure. You got me. I have been got. I have been got. Path. No path. Now we do go for Saga. You dead? No, I have not hard cast images yet. Endurance seems great, Dismember seems fairly good. I probably want Foundation Breaker. Explosive seems just weird, honestly. But I don't think I'm interested in the Breach package, so seems like an easy cut. I guess I could have Meddling Mage. Meddling Mage is interesting. Meddling Mage is actually interesting. So if they have Meddling Mage, I guess I'm gonna need Engineered Explosives. Can cut a fetch land. I guess we just got cut a Grazer. Sure, let's keep this hand. Have an answer to Mage, double Dryad, which is nice. Got a Saga going. We can also go turn 1 Saga, turn 2 Vesuva, copy Saga, which is nice. Or we can just have more Sagas. Damping Sphere. Actually kind of annoying right now. I'm gonna hold on to the bounce. Did I bring in these members? I did. Good thing I'm so smart. Another Saga, okay. Wait, why did I do that? I guess this is fine. No, it's not. It's not fine. Should have got an expedition map to get a green source. Because I don't want to play the explosives, otherwise my opponent can just... If they have an apparition, they could just get rid of it for free. So that was just a mistake on my part. So I had to get expedition map so I can go get my green source. Flicker Wisp. Sure. I wonder if they should have exiled their own dude just so they could grow this thing. Yeah, we're just locked out. So I didn't have a green source. Just locked out by the Flicker Wisp. I don't think Damping Sphere really changes anything, honestly. I just don't think I want Gracer. Rather have a Souza. Hey, look at that. Good hand. Keep it. Having green sources is OP. Everybody knows that. So this is a turn 3 kill, which is nice. We can also make a token by playing Crumbling Vestige, which I'll probably do. Doing well, Sari. Having a good Wednesday so far. Not the most eventful Wednesday, but fine Wednesday. Yeah, we're doing that. Actually, no, we're not doing that. Because if my opponent has a Damping Sphere, I'd rather get rid of that with the Foundation Breaker. So I guess I should have vestiged there. Make a token. Yep. Second amulet. I guess this means that we get to actually have the 2/2 in play, which is not the worst. Do you have another dumping sphere? Judge's Familiar is still in their deck. Do they just not have any other cards to bring in? Because that card is not very good against us. Play this guy. It resolves. I could go for double Titan. Do we get blown out by anything if I go for double Titan here? Not path. I guess another dumping sphere. Yeah, I mean the fact that if I didn't have to pay for the pact, I would definitely go for Demon Titan here. But like the fact that I would have to pay for pact, means that I can potentially get blown out by something like, I don't know, a way to remove my prime time plus like subtlety. I don't even know. Like I just feel like I'm just so far ahead that it kind of doesn't matter. Flicker Wisp on Bounce Land would be problematic, yeah. Okay, that's a card. Because there's also Damping Sphere, right? Damping Sphere is also potentially a problem. But my opponent 2-for-1 themselves, they don't have Reflector Mage anymore. Like, I feel like this game is just over now. Flicker Wisp. They did have the Wisp. Okay. What are you gonna Wisp? And that's a good reason to not go for it, by the way, right? Like Solitude plus Ephemerate. Like we had not seen Solitude so far, but that's even more of a reason to... We did see Ephemerate, so... If we had gone for it... They also did have the Flicker Wisp. Should they end step it? Maybe they have another one? I mean, we're gonna see now. Okay, so I guess that they just wanted to put a 3-1 into play. It's not... Spoilers is not gonna be enough. I also have a Bounce Land coming. And now we are good to go. So Vesuva, and I guess it can be another castle. It has to be any untapped green source. I'll just go for a castle. And now this is lethal. Back for Dryad, play Dryad, play Valakut, face, Flicker Wisp for value, float red, always yes, always yield. Here's my dude. And we are indeed in garbage time. That's how the French call it. Garbache, I think it's how some other folks call it. Garbache time. Kill your dude. Face. 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 Kill your dude again. Kill your dude again. No, I think that if you're playing Breach, you kind of have to play Battlements. And if you're not playing Breach, then you should probably just play Stronghold. This is the Breach version? Yeah. Row number 3 is here. And this hand is not good. This hand is good. Turn 3 Titan. Eldrazi Temple. What makes Breaker better than Mystic Repeal? You cannot pact for Mystic Repeal. I love that we can pact in response to a chalice here. Spatial Contortion main deck. Okay. Do we have the TKS? Triple Eldrazi Temple. Yeah, that guy is not big enough. Is there a lethal line here for me? Asusa is +1 mana, but +1 mana doesn't really change the math. So I guess I might as well play around AmuLIT's Dust. Which is my opponent's only shot at being in this game. Just gonna get a Saga T-West here. Actually, I just realized that I can't do that because I guess I didn't think about Tectonic Edge. So because I didn't think about Tectonic Edge, I'm gonna go Saga Castle. In order to play around Tectonic Edge, I had to not play Cavern last turn and just play Misty instead. Imagine an Tron player ever not having it, right? So, as long as we can dodge Karn... As long as we can dodge Karn, we should be fine. We gotta dodge Karn Great Creator, however. No, I specifically said, Drew, that I did not want to play Azusa. I did not want to play Azusa because of specifically all this stuff, which my opponent, they had triple Eldrazi Temple, so they could have cast it. Like, I knew that. I'll have to replay this twice. Oh, I should have gone to Dryad. In response to this. Whoops. Because I can't even set up lethal here. Because I have the fucking handwork elements. This is just annoying, really. Just make sure we don't die to a random fucking just make sure we don't die to a random ballista or whatever. Suva and another Saga. It's just a tango. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Prime Time Stronghold. Silly Primeval Titan, why are you tapped? You should be. You should have vigilance. Thank you for the follow too. Opponent fetched up a second blast, which doesn't do anything. Carlos Perugini, thank you for the follow. No attacks, you love to see it. Blow up my amulet. Sounds good. Well, that's game. That is a game. Okay, one Foundation Breaker and Forces. Breach just doesn't do anything that we care about in the matchup. Needle is good. Ghost Quarter is good. Bring in one Dismember or an Obstinate Baloth. Baloth lines up well against Thought-Knot. That's pretty much it. Tron players have master of thinking they have chance of being tilted when they actually die. Oh. I don't know. There are some really good Eldrazi Tron players out there. There are some quite good Eldrazi Tron players out there. We played against Tunneling Cat the other day and she destroyed us. Comprar las sagas. Espero que no las baneen en las próximas semanas. Y sí, estamos todos con el culo en la mano. So opponent has Natty Tron, right? There's like 0% chance that they don't have the Natty Tron. That is just what it is. It is the Natty Tron. They're not dead on 3 because they have Chalice. Good stuff, good stuff. I still don't know what I'm getting and I have infinite mana, so I'm just gonna chill. With that Vesuva draw, I think the play is gonna be Expedition Map, Valakut, there was also the play of going to get instead of getting Valakut here, we could go get Ursa Saga. That was the other option. Valakut forces them to have exactly Dismember this turn. Yes, always yield. So if they have Dismember, we got a game. If they don't, we don't. They have Dismember. Yep. Okay. So we got a game. I am winning this race. You don't want to attack. I am literally winning this race, so I don't think you want to attack there, OP. Let's pass here. Yeah, this is how we lose. This is how you lose. BCS, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody from BCS's stream. Playing some AmuLIT here. Yeah, I guess in hindsight it would have been better for us to. In hindsight, it would have been better for us to get Ursa Saga, because we would have like 4 bodies in play. I'm playing that out because if my opponent codings the Valakut, if we draw a Dryad, we still have lethal. Do you ever cut pacts? Depends on my list. Depends on my list and the cards that I'm interested in boarding in. And this is why we bring in the 4 forces, right? When we lose, it's because of this. It's not because of that. Fuck me. Who's excited to bring for 6 more turns? Thought not. Okay. That's a gutsy move from opponent. I don't think that is correct. If I find force, I win now. They complete the Tron, so we have 1 turn. We can still win here for what's worth. We still have multiple lethal. 5, 9. Yeah, this isn't lethal. If they have ballista, they have ballista. We had 2 forces, we had 4 titans. Obstinate Baloth would have also been like a little bit of a brick. I think this is fine. Funny enough, even if we had Emrakul, we would have been able to cast it, which is hilarious. Yeah, keep this hand. Too bad that we don't have an untapped green on 1. Price of Castle. This card is not free. This is why I don't really like playing 4 copies of this card in my lists. This would be so much better right here as an untapped land. Play that. Now play this. So even if they kill the Triad, we should be good to go here. Chalice for 0. Natty Tron flex. I don't know. Probably gonna find out soon enough. I think that if my opponent thought knots me, I'm just gonna pitch the force to Pact and get rid of the Chalice. Yep. Didn't have Natty Tron. So the best thing that can happen here for us is opponent goes for Karn minus. That is best case scenario, and they play the coding. There's the Karn. And we see the minus. So I'm just gonna untap and hardcast the force. Ensnaring Bridge. Well, that's the worst possible play. Swing at Karn. Do you like Breach more than playing without right now? I don't know, Freed, I'm testing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to see if I can transmute and also force. But I can't do that unless I hardcast the force on my own turn. This is probably worth it though, right? particularly because we can, if my opponent plays second Chalice, we can still play around it. I think we'll follow. Seems worth. Sure. It's gonna be that's cute. I can't do the Chalice thing on my own turn. I don't have enough mana. I didn't have enough mana to do everything that you're saying. There was a Chalice in play. Well, if my opponent had gotten Sundering Titan, we just forced my own Dryad, so it's not even that good of a play for them anyway. Oh, we've made no land drop, so this should just be lethal. Got him. See you for the next round. Welcome to round number. What is this round number? I don't even remember anymore. Opponent says hi friend and hi stream. Hey there. Do we keep this? Turn 1 Amulet, but then nothing. This is already a mulligan. What? You can have smiley faces and MTGO? I am so jealous right now. I didn't know about that. I know that you had the pig thingy, but the smiley face is great. This is a mulligan though. Yeah, this hand is a lot better. Ship that. MTGO Premier fan, indeed. Indeed. Boom. Here's my Grove, the Burn Willows. Deal with it. Another Tron gamer, huh? That is strong. That is very strong. Alright, let's see that Chalice. Let's see that Chalice. Let's see that Chalice of the Void. No Chalice. Once again, extremely sad about the fact that I have the stupid fucking battlements in my deck right now. God damn it. I just hate that card, man. I really do. Gracias. It's just so bad so often. It's just so bad so often. Battlement sucks. Sucks so much. I guess it's the same. We're gonna use this mana. I don't think I'm going to, so this is whatever. Don't have enough to haste the token anyway. Just gonna get a Saga here. Or I can get the bounce land. I can get Expedition Map. But I don't want to lose to Tectonic Edge, which maybe my opponent doesn't have in their deck, but I think I'm far enough ahead that I can play around this stuff. Let's just get a fetch. This is whatever, doesn't matter at all. Step 6. Even if my opponent has double Ghost Quarter, double Tectonic Edge somehow, they exile Spirit Guide, the green Spirit Guide, and they play an Azusa and they play double Tech Edge and they blow up both of my lands. They play double Street Mine and blow up both of my lands. We can still fetch for a tapped Stomping Ground and pay for Pact anyway, which is funny. Is it better to Saga instead of looking for Tolaria Simic? I have access to Tolaria Simic because the Saga gives me Expedition Map and Expedition Map finds me what I need. So the Saga being online a turn sooner makes it so I can beat down. I can play around other stuff. Is this a lethal attack? That's 6. These are going to be 5/5s. Not a great draw, I must say. Not a great draw. $16. Ghost Quarter, Needle, Endurance. These dudes. Oh, it's not Endurance. It's got those. Got this. Submit. No, Freed. I have not played against a single Shadow deck yet. Yep. We keep this. In case you're wondering, we keep this. So we're facing turn 3 Tron. If opponent has TKS or Karn, it could be a problem. Yep. Well, TKS, no longer a problem. Chalice, never a problem. I guess way to kill the Dryad could be a problem. What's up, Wolverine? Why Baloth in this matchup? Because it lines up well against Thought Not Seer specifically, and I have a slot. Like it's just better than all of these other cards. You could make an argument for Dismember, but Baloth just being able to pressure a card, I think it's more important. That's the Great Creator. Yep. This is good for them. This is very, very good for them. Now I'm short 1 mana. Did I just top deck the Asusa that I needed to not be short in mana anymore? I think I just top decked the Asusa that I needed to not be short in mana anymore. Asusa, so good. Yeah. Asusa is awesome. Yeah. Let's go, Asusa. Yeah. I could have gotten ugly there for a second. And then it wasn't ugly anymore. Is this lethal? So this is 8 plus... Yeah, this is lethal. We get Valakut plus fetch land. I guess we just get Valakut plus Vesuva, right? It's lethaler. Do you have Ghost Quarter? If I don't have a lethal attack, yes. Ghost Quarter is in the sideboard. I brought it in. All right, see you for the last round. Last round of the day, playing against Build or Burn. Should I take that as a my opponent's playing Burn thing? This hand is just a trap. That hand was a trap. This one is potentially a trap, but this one has upside, so I'll keep it. We don't have a bounce land. We don't have a bounce land, so I think I'm leading on Forest Amulet. Because I don't really need to get an amulet into play quickly. So I can just get tokens value from Saga. No, I mean, grinding Moto for a living is very, very real in countries like Argentina or Brazil. There's multiple people out there that do it. I mean, it's obviously not really doable in Argentina, in the States, but the inflation conversion rate makes it feasible. Yeah, the currency over there in those countries is like, compared to the dollar, it's just so lopsided that it's just fine. I think I'm doing this. Yeah, you can live fairly well with $1,000 a month in Brazil. Dido, I think Dido keeps playing. I don't know though. Maybe he doesn't. Is this just Storm? Just good old Storm? Kind of seems like it, huh? It can be Tweedlestorm. Oh, it is Tweedlestorm, I guess. All right. So their hand was just, they have fetch lands? I thought that they played the other lands. I thought that they played what's the name of the other lands? Freaking the fast lands. Since Zero betrayed the Shadow Realm, everything went downstairs. Brutal. No, they play fast lands and obviously Lotus Field, which their deck can't win without. So obviously they play Lotus Field, but we could be dead here. Not much that we can really do. This matchup is miserable. $1 equal $5 here in Brazil. Yeah, that's I knew that the difference in the currencies is just absurd. And also stuff is just cheap. Am I dead? I mean, my opponent doesn't need to go for it here. I guess they're tapping out, so maybe they do have to go for it now if they're tapping out, but just gonna yield heal end step. Just gonna hang out with chat. MTG grinder by day, millionaire by night. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's the Brazilian life. Dude, I always think of PV, man. Like, PV must be one of the richest people in in Brazil. Like, is one like 250K or something ridiculous, and like he does live over there in Brazil, so I still can't believe how he can be one of the best of all time from Brazil. Like, it's just not kind in terms of like the events and stuff. Like, he had to fly so much. So we can Visu on my opponent's Lotus Field. That allows me to transmute. So float a mana, get second amulet, play this 3. Yeah, that's the line, right? Just copy my opponent's Lotus Field. This gives me the blue mana that I need. And then some green manas. Transmute. Summoner's Pact. To be fair, we may be very dead right now. Because we have no way of interacting with what my opponent's doing. Yeah, we have no way of interacting. We have a haster here. Wait, can I transmute, swing for 6? Am I really gonna lose this match because I can't? I think I'm gonna lose this match because I don't have Slayer's Stronghold. I'm going to lose this game because I don't have Stronghold. Fuck, man. I hate this. So we transmute, pact. Just don't have enough. I mean, I'm still gonna do it, but... Oh, we have double amulet. That's true. We're 1 mana short anyway. But I can Dryad now? Totally forgot that I could Dryad. We have double amulet. Awesome. So bounce this. Transmute. Yeah, I totally forgot we have We have Devil Amulet. Hell yeah. Wait. Am I short land drop? No, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, okay. Opponent says, I immediately regret my decision. Yeah, what's up, Arkin? How you doing? Nothing. Endurance. Majuku Bog. Which is bad, but it's kind of like in situations like the one that just happened, maybe it could be useful. What's the idea behind this version of AmuLIT? If your opponent blood moons you, you threw the Rich and Emrakul and you win anyway. Also, significantly better against Mill. Do you need to start with Mod a little bit? Would you be introduced in the future one day with League together? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll be down to do that, Arkin, for sure. Do you wanna do some AmuLIT stuff? Or do you want to play something else? No, you cannot needle. That's the power of this deck, right? Like it's precisely the fact that it's so hard to interact with it. Not a turn to kill because we don't have stronghold battlements. And if my opponent taps and kills me, I'm gonna be so upset. Is Green Guard Reclaimer worth right now? I mean, I wouldn't play it in a big event. That's all I can really tell you. And I'm testing for a big event right now, so. Could do your specialty ups to you. I played more last time several years ago. It changed a lot. Oh yeah, big time. Definitely has changed a lot. I think we may be able to set up lethal here. Maybe. Go one more land drop now. Not lethal though. My opponent can tap and kill me. But maybe there's a way that I can set up Dryad second main phase. So I can do Simic, bounce this and this. Simic, bounce those two. Then I guess Simic T-West, bounce T-West. Then Simic I think I have Xaxis, Simic Vesuva. We don't have any more land drops. So another Simic and a Vesuva Kopim Valakut. So I figured out a way around it. Good, got him. Fair and balanced magic. Yeah, we obviously got ridiculously lucky there. Ridiculously lucky. But yeah, we almost got punished twice in the same match. Like, I basically what happened, and this is the problem that I have with battlements, right? Like, is the fact that, it's the fact that you need more pieces, right? Like, we needed more pieces. We had to do some extra work with it, which if we had access to Bodo's Stronghold in a situation like that, in a matchup like that one specifically, like a very what's the word, like a deck that can go over the top of what you're doing is what I'm trying to say. Like, for if I don't kill my opponent, if I bring my opponent down to 1 and I have 2 Primeval Titans and a Dryad and a bunch of AmuLIT's and like whatever you want, my opponent doesn't care. They just go over the top and they just kill me straight up on the spot. So in a matchup like that, you really need to get them dead right now. There's no time for a next turn because you may not have another next turn yourself. So in those kind of matchups, like, the difference between battlements and Stronghold is just it's just too much. It's just way too much. Like, you're really incurring. Again, I do believe that if you're playing a breach version, you have to play battlements. I think that it's just the way that it is. Like, you're just stuck with it. You are forced to play it. But I don't understand folks playing like a different version, like the Abundant Harvest one, and using battlements in that list. Like, it just makes no sense to me, because in matchups like that, which there are a fair amount in Modern right now, like there are a fair amount of decks that just go over the top and they don't really care about your board state. In those matchups, you may get severely punished, and we almost saw that happen twice in the same game, obviously. But yeah, I was just lucky enough to have enough pieces in hand. Like, in this case, I had the AmuLIT, I had the Azusa, I had the Explore, and I needed every piece of that, by the way, right? Because when I actually packed it for the Titan, I could only go get the Dryad off of the second Titan because I left the Castle Garenbrig untapped. If I hadn't left the Castle Garenbrig untapped, which was enabled by the Explore that I cast, then my opponent untaps and wins. So it is one of those things where, like, it is a cost. Like, it is a very real, very significant cost. Yes, you are getting some extra boon in your mana, because, like, this mana is a lot cleaner than the other Abundant Harvest versions that I've been playing, right? Like, the amount of resources that we have in this list is just awesome. We have the Rod Farm, we have all of our bounce lands are green sources, which is awesome. We have the Grove. Crumbling Message, like, we're doing really good with green and red sources, but the cost is there. Like, it's not like whenever anybody says anything like, oh, whoever plays X is a fish, or like that kind of stuff that like people like to say, you know, like, oh, this is the objectively correct way of playing X or whatever. Like, that's all bullshit. There's no objectively correct way to do anything. This is just this is just a balance. Everything is just a balance, and everything is a decision. So if you want to have a more consistent mana, which again pays you off in the matchups, like if you get paired against John or anything like that, you know, they're trying to mess with your mana, they fulminate you and stuff like that. Then having a more consistent mana will actually pay you off, because they can't really mess with it. Like, we got paired against Taxes a little bit earlier, and like my Taxes bunny just couldn't really do anything to mess with my mana. My mana was just too good, too consistent. So they couldn't really attack me on that axis, and then we won fairly easily in the matchup. So unless something like that happens, in those scenarios, like you're fine. But whenever you get paired against the matchup like the one that we just got paired against in the Twiddly Storm deck, you can get got. you can get really got there if you're missing one of. I had like 5 different pieces, right? Like I had the Titan, I had the Dryad, I had the Azusa, sorry, I had the Explorer, and I had the double Amulet, and I had the double bounce line, which was also important. So like I had all of those pieces, and if I was missing any of those pieces, then I can't kill and my opponent kills me. So those are things that you want to weigh in whenever you're building your Amulet deck, and that's kind of like the beauty of the deck, right? Like, that's kind of the beauty why I've been playing the deck for like 7 years at this point, and I'm still excited about doing it every single day. So if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video, folks. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.